Calvin Castine at Chip Cummings Field at SUNY Plattsburgh. And we're here for Section 7 Class D Championship Basketball. Jay-Z and Schroon Lake Bolton coming at you right here, right now on Hometown Cable. We'll have Steve Chris, Gary Castine, and Jed Padone helping us along. Thank you for tuning in.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chip Cummings Field on the campus of Plattsburgh State for today's Class D Section 7 championship game between Schroon Lake Bolton and the Jay-Z Eagles.
We're on.
We're going to start by meeting the visiting team for today's Schroon Lake Bolton, starting with the reserve player, number 14, senior Garrick Merrow. And now the starting lineup for Schroon Lake Bolton. Leading off, playing shortstop, a junior, number 12, Kean Bresnahan. Batting second, playing center field, senior, number 4, Dustin Ryder. Batting third and on the mound, junior, number 11, Andrew Pelkey. Batting cleanup and catching, a junior, number 3, Kalen Bresnahan. Batting fifth, playing first base, senior number 7, Craig Worley. Batting sixth, playing third base, junior number 9, Michael Baker. Batting seventh, playing right field, sophomore number 10, Marvin Dover. Batting eighth, playing second base, freshman number 34, Ethan Ferris. Batting ninth, playing left field, junior number 20, Taylor Emmerich. Schroon Lake Bolton is coached by Garrett Andrukovich and assisted by Dave Pelkey. And now the home team for today's contest, the Jay-Z Eagles, starting with their reserve players. Number 11, junior Kagan Kluge.
He said Garrett, not Mark. His name.
Number 15, senior Josh Limerow.
Which kid? For the coach. He said Garrett.
And now the starting lineup for the Jay-Z Eagles. Leading off, playing shortstop, sophomore, number 17, Riley Hansen. Batting second and on the mound, senior, number 46, Ben Norcross. Batting third, playing left field, senior, number 18, McLean Dudiak. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, senior, number 19, Matthew Dickerson. Batting fifth, playing second base, sophomore, number 33, Connor McCarthy.
He said Matthew Dickerson.
Batting sixth and catching, senior, number 12, Bruce Juno. Batting seventh, playing third base, senior, number 14, Preston Lauren. Batting eighth, playing first base, sophomore, number 20, Tragan Kuhn. Batting ninth, playing center field, freshman, number 4, DJ Gagno. Playing right field, sophomore, number 22, Ben Dickerson. The Eagles are coached by Brian Norcross, assisted by John Coyer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. contest at first base, Mr. Rick Smith. At third base, Mr. Dean Newhart. And behind home plate, Mr. Don Schutz. The New York State Public High School Athletic Association supports and encourages spectators to enjoy the competition between our student athletes and cheer for their teams in a positive manner. Negative comments and behavior will be addressed by the appropriate site personnel. Spectators should be loud, be proud, be positive towards all players, coaches, officials, and spectators. The use of artificial noisemakers is prohibited and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Good luck to both teams and enjoy the game.
Welcome, everybody. Here we are at Chip Cummings Field. This is Gary Castine on a Saturday, June 1st, along with Steve Chris, Calvin Castine on the camera, and Jed Throne here to my right, bringing you this game for the D finals between the Shazy Eagles and the Bolton Scroon Lake team. Bolton, they are Wildcats. Scroon Lake are, Scroon is Wildcats, Bolton are Eagles, and they don't have any name. They just go by Bolton Scroon Lake.
Should be a good game today, Gary. We're here at beautiful Chip Cummings Field. If the sun would come out, it's trying to. Definitely be a great day for baseball. Two well-skilled teams here in the D Section 7 championship game. Right now on the mound, Ben Norcross taking his warm-up pitches, and Kean Bresnahan getting set to lead it off here for Bolton Scroon Lake. Two excellent teams. Should be a great ball game.
Yeah, Steve. They split during the regular season. Bolton won earlier in the year 4-3, and Shazy had a 1-0 win.
Wow.
The second time they met, and what happened in that game, Andrew Pelkey, who was pitching for Bolton today, threw his limit, I think was 105 in the regular season after 6 innings, and Shazy scored in the 7th. So this could be a real battle. They've split during the year.
The umpiring crew for today's game, behind the plate is Don Schutz. At first base is Rick Smith from the Southern Board, and at third base is Mr. Santa Claus, Dean Newhart. Hopefully he'll sing us a couple tunes in the fourth inning stretch here. We'll call it the fourth inning stretch because we only play 7 innings. Yeah.
Well, let's hope they'll go 7, right?
Yeah, he'll sing us a couple tunes.
Right. And just a little corrections on the announcements. The cleanup batter, the DH is Matthew Dickerson.
Matthew Parent?
Matthew Parent. I think it was announced as Matthew Dickerson. It is Matthew Parent.
Yes.
The right fielder is Ben Dickerson.
Yeah, so Matthew Parent was the big enforcer for the Shazy Beekmantown hockey team, and he's also the cleanup hitter for the Eagles.
Right.
So it should be a great ball game today here at Chip Cummings Field. The D representative for the state play will be decided here in the next couple hours here at Chip Cummings Field on the NFHSnetwork.com. Thanks for joining us here today.
Right, and there we have the number 1 and number 2 seeds. So we're all set.
You and I may have a hard time hearing ourselves think.
If we think much.
Should be a great ball game here. We're set to go. The Southpaw Norcross on the mound.
First pitch is a
ball
to lead off the game. Bresnahan is their shortstop. Count is even. Got the outside corner.
The Shazy Eagles wearing their road green uniforms, even though they are the home team. And, of course, Bolton wearing their gray uniforms.
Right, we had a foul tip. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, that's switched the last few years. You see a lot of teams. I don't like it.
Yeah, they wear their dark green ones at their home games.
Right.
Or their dark jerseys, they should say. There's a foul ball.
Out of play.
Could you imagine how many balls are stuck in the woods here at Chip Cummings with all the college games and the high school games and the Legion games that are played here?
I was mentioning that last night. It was amazing. We were up on the top.
Yeah, you must have had a few go over the top of your head there.
Oh, God, I wish I had brought a fishnet.
Ooh.
Little shot hit over the shortstop's head in left field. Fielded by Dudiak and thrown back in. We have a leadoff single.
Kean Bresnahan with a nice, sharp, clean hit to left field, and Dudiak did a nice job of getting the ball in a timely fashion there, and that'll bring up Dustin Ryder.
Number 4, Dustin Ryder.
Yeah, he's their center fielder. Norcross now from the stretch. Fair lead at first base. Starts him off with a strike.
You can see Ben Norcross has a nice move for a lefty like anybody, and he also wears number 46 like Andy Pettit did for, as you and I are Yankee fans, but you can see him, he's got that high leg kick, and he throws over there to keep Kean Bresnahan close already.
That's probably why I never thought about that. That's probably why he has 46. It might be maybe his father brought him up right. Brought him up Yankee
Exactly.
fan. Let's hope.
Keep him away from those Red Sox. Red Sox have enough fans, especially when they win. But we won't go there.
Well, you know, here's what I say, Steve.
I didn't think we'd do that in the first inning. Here we are.
Well, here we are. We'll get back to this game.
Yes. That's a called strike.
Yeah.
1-2 count here.
But you got to realize that Yogi Berra has more World Series rings than Red Sox in history.
And Tom Brady, for that matter, if we stay in the New England area. There's another another line drive.
Shortstop. 2 hits.
So, just like that, Scroon Lake Bolton, or Bolton Scroon Lake.
Runners on first and second.
2 sharp line drive hits, and that'll bring up multi-talented Andrew Pelkey. You've had a chance to see Andrew Pelkey on the basketball court, I understand.
He's a real good athlete. Typical, you know, small schools. You got that one athlete who kind of dominates all the sports. You don't see it in larger schools like that because everybody has to specialize, it seems.
Well, he takes a strike.
That was a strike.
He's a lefty batter. He crowds the play. As you can see, he's close to the plate.
Yes. And I see so far all 3 batters have taken that first pitch. That's all right. Oh, aggressive on the 8th pass. Nice job. Both guys moving up.
Well, it was a nice block by the Eagles catcher, Juno. But aggressive base running, like you said, by Bresnahan. He's going to advance on the wild pitch. And both runners move up as Ryder followed Bresnahan.
Yeah. That's outside.
So a good job by Bruce Juno to block the ball, but both Bolton Scroon Lake runners moved up.
2 balls, 1 strike count. That evens the count at 2-2.
So now if you're Andrew Pelkey, you want to put the ball in play somewhere, anywhere but third or first. They should have a run, although the first baseman from Shazy is playing far back.
Right. That's.
Oop. And there you go.
I think that might be a pass ball. Wow, the first run to score.
What do you think down there? Our official stat. All right, official stat keeper Tracy Rotz.
What do you go with?
He went with a pass ball.
He must have heard me.
Yeah, he did. I think he heard Mr. Castine.
Yeah.
So Scroon Lake Bolton gets the first run on a pass ball.
And full count. See how Norcross can settle down. And he walks him.
And Ryder went to third base, and Pelkey draws a walk. So early going here, the Scroon Lake Bolton team takes a 1-0 lead, and they have runners on first and third with nobody out.
And you know what? The way Pelkey has pitched, he might have enough runs right now.
Yeah, I know.
Very been dominant pitcher, and I didn't realize he was only a junior, Steve. Norcross. He pitched 4 innings the other night. Pelkey taking off, and they're going to fake the throw. I wasn't sure if they're going to do that right away or wait to see if they got 1 out. But they now have 2 runners in scoring position.
Batter now Colin Bresnahan.
Yeah,
he bats cleanup.
Cleanup and the catcher.
Yeah, so he's got to be a good hitter. Like Gary
Sanchez, you got that foul ball. Yeah, no, you're sticking with all those foul balls. If I was the athletic director, I'd be bringing my kids here, baseball coach. I could do my requisitions and just gather up all the balls right there.
Well, right now, if you're the Shazy Eagles, you want to settle down a little bit here.
Ground ball, hits a short.
Oh, boy.
Through Hansen. Another run will score. Hesitating.
So the run will score.
Right on an E6.
That's correct.
Runners are now on the corners. 2-0 Bolton lead.
Wow. So you can see Coach Norcross is going to come out now and talk to his son and the pitcher for the Eagles as Scroon Lake Bolton has come out swinging here and taken an early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I think it's a very good move, Steve, by Coach going out. This is the first inning. It's a sectional final. You know you split with these guys. You already know how good a pitcher he is. So definitely.
Number 7, Greg Moon.
Ben Norcross only pitched 4 innings on Wednesday in their 9-1 win over Wells. So he was well below a pitch count.
So already 18 pitches on Ben Norcross. And there's a pickoff attempt, very close play.
Hey, he must have been watching Andy Pettit.
Back safely is Colin Bresnahan.
Now, do you know
Another one.
in the baseball in the high school, have they outlawed the old Jeff Nelson fake
I
turn?
think Coach Rotz would know that. Yes, he says they have.
They have.
Is that even if you step off? That's a tough one.
They talked about that.
Yeah, I've seen it done in the JV. You know who did it was Chris Dory's son did it, and it worked
Craig
at the
Hooley,
modified
first
level.
baseman.
And you know Brady Dory would know.
Ball outside.
Yeah, I think if you step, well, again, you'd have to step off.
All the Bolton
Right, exactly.
players have taken that first pitch.
Well, he's got a big lead now.
Big lead. He's on his way in a fake throw. They might as well roll out the red carpet for second base.
That's a good point, though, Gary. Like Paul Lemoyne says, he umpires in our booth here. He said, I believe, once you step off the plate, the pitcher's plate, you become a fielder. So I'm not sure in the high school level if you. I'm pretty sure you can still have a little more freedom.
Oh, that was called strike.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2-0 Bolton Scroon Lake in the early going here, top of the first inning in the Class D Section 7 championship.
Looked inside, he swung at that, but from the last one, you don't know if that is a ball or a strike.
So a great start if you're Bolton Scroon Lake here in the Class D championship.
Greg Holy getting set, swings, and he's down.
Boy, that was big, needed, big clutch up. Strikeout there for Ben Norcross. He's at 23 pitches here. His first out at 23 pitches.
Yeah, and for the sectionals, they get to throw
120, I believe.
123, I think they were told.
Yeah, that one just missed.
Taking first pitch. Like I said, Steve, every batter has taken that first pitch, so if I'd have done my homework, I'm just looking to put that first one in and get ahead of the count rather than working behind.
Batter now is Michael Baker. Michael Baker is a junior, 5'11" junior for Bolton Scroon Lake.
Playing third base.
Pitch. That one's high. 3-0 count.
Will he be taking here, Steve?
I think so. If anything, you're getting Ben Norcross's pitch count up. But he's going to swing away on 3-0 and he gets a base hit.
To right field. He knew the ball was coming in, and there 2 more runs will score. Base hit to right field by Michael Baker with a 3-0 count. He was not taken. They're being aggressive.
What do you think about that? 3-0 count, and he green lights him, and he drives it through the hole between first and second base.
Outstanding managing.
4-0 lead now for Bolton Scroon Lake.
If he'd have swung and missed, we'd have had a different view of it.
Yeah, we'd be second guessing. Why did you swing on 3-0?
But obviously, it was right in the place where he needed it, and Norcross had to get that ball in. Takes a strike. Marvin Dobert, the right fielder.
Marvin Dobert. He's a sophomore.
It's the ball up the middle. Throw to first, and we have a double play. Riley Hansen steps on second base for the first out, throws over to Tyler Kuhn to end the inning. So, Bolton Scroon Lake comes up with 4 runs in the top of the first inning, so they have a 4-run lead.
Yeah. I was going to call you to trace that game, but...
And we're back here at the bottom of the first inning. Let's see what Shazy can do. They're down 4-0.
That was a big double play, Gary.
Oh, boy, yeah. You got a strikeout and a big double play to get them out of the inning against their 6th and 7th place hitters. So that was a nice job.
Due up for the Shazy Eagles, Riley Hansen, who just turned the double play, then Ben Norcross and McLean Dudiak. So, boy, the top-seeded Eagles, which they became, that just take nothing away from the number 2 Bolton Scroon Lake team because they're very even. Right. But now Shazy finds himself down 4-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. And, of course, on the mound for Scroon Lake is Andrew Pelkey.
Right. And, you know, different to regular season than the playoffs, Steve, because Pelkey threw 98 pitches the other night, Wednesday, against Crown Point, where they won 2-1. and the limit is 105
during the regular year.
for the regular season. So if he'd have reached the beyond that, he wouldn't have been able to pitch. If he'd have reached 105, Coach Norcross told me he wouldn't have been eligible. He'd have to have 3 whole day rest. He wouldn't have been due to tomorrow. Pitch inside, little heater, outside, ball 1. I think I said inside, but obviously outside. Hansen hitting the ball out left field. Left fielder Emmerich is back. Oh! Makes a nice catch out in left field.
For people that aren't familiar with Chip Cummings Field, it's very spacious. It's 350 down the line, 408 to dead center, and 350 down the right field line. And I heard last night a Peru kid hit one off the fence. Is that true?
Yes, he did.
Carson Cunningham?
Yes, right off the base, but
Wow.
it hit off that mat.
That's a bomb.
Norcross with a swing and a miss.
So Ben Norcross is the batter.
He chokes up on the bat. No, he's not. No,
Norcross is a senior. Quickly down 0-2.
0-2. He doesn't seem to step into that pitch at all, Steve. It looks like his feet are just like he's just trying to make contact. Oh, there he stepped in that time. Foul ball.
So Riley Hansen give it a ride. At any other park, it would have been closed, like a 320 fence maybe.
Right.
But here at Cummings Field, you still got room down there.
I thought that was going to be over his head, and Emmert did a really nice job. Swing and a miss. Norcross down on strikes. Pelkey has the first 2 out. I'll tell you what, last night in left fielders, both teams seemed to have trouble judging that ball.
Number 18.
Here's McLean Dudiak.
Yes, he is the left fielder. Inside. Brush him back a little bit.
Well, and if you're Shazy, you want to keep your head up. It's still early. You know, Ben, when he got out there, he seemed a little frustrated, but you got to realize you're a senior on the team, a senior leader. Try not to get too upset here in the early going, and it's an emotional game, but you want to stay up.
You got a pop. People calling. Craig Woolholy.
So a 1-2-3 inning.
Yes, 1-2-3. Craig Holy with that catch, and after one, we've got Shazy Eagles not scoring, so it's Bolton Scroon Lake 4, Shazy Eagles 0.
You got 8 pitches. So we're back here at Chip Cummings Field, the top of the second inning. Steve Chris with Gary Castine, Calvin Castine on the camera, and the Bolton Scroon Lake squad has a 4-0 lead over the Shazy Eagles. Due up for Bolton Scroon is Ethan Ferris, the 8th hitter, then Taylor Emmert and Kean Bresnahan, Gary. So if you're Shazy, you're going to try to put up a goose egg if you can.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They need to because I'm thinking, 4 runs.
Yeah.
Pitch is high. It's hard not to be flustered.
Yeah.
Hard
So
not to
Ben's
be
got to
flustered.
relax. He's a senior, Ben Norcross, and try to just get some strikes. And his defense has to, they had an error, one error mixed in there. Next pitch is a strike. Nice day here. It's when the sun comes out, it warms up a little bit, but it's got to be around 60 degrees. A little overcast, but it's not raining, which is a plus here in the North Country.
Right. And that's why we're inside.
As Paul Lemoyne, one of our assigners, can tell you, it's been a tough May. Now we're in the June. But how many games, Paul, did you guys reschedule? 240. Is that just baseball? Imagine if they had softball with Keith Rebedu, how many games there was.
Now, is that schools or JV varsity?
JV varsity.
Okay.
Wow. So,
Baseball and softball.
baseball in the North Country. So the count goes to 3-2 now on Ethan Ferris. Ethan is a freshman on the varsity for Bolton Scroon Lake. The pitch called strike 3. So that's a good start for Ben Norcross. One away here in the top of the second inning, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Taylor Emmert. Taylor's a junior.
Number 20, Taylor Emmert.
He's batting 9th.
Yeah, he's the left fielder that made that nice catch.
Yeah, he come back. Made the catch, as Chris Berman would say, and he swings and waves at that one.
And he's the first one to swing at a pitch.
The first one.
First pitch,
You've been tracking that for us.
That's
here.
probably why he's batting ninth. He's supposed to take.
Swings and misses at the second one.
That's kind of a wave at that.
This is kind of what, hopefully, for what the doctor ordered for Ben Norcross. He needs a quick inning. He's already up to 37 pitches here in the bottom of the second inning. That one just missed.
That
a lot of moans and groans here at Chip Cummings Field.
Well, yeah, it probably won't be the last one.
No. Pitch. Fouled straight back here against the padding.
Seems to be bailing out.
Yeah. I only bailed out after I got hit. Or when Rossi threw me his curveball.
A little too late. That's outside.
There's a ball.
Winner of today's Class D final plays next Saturday, the 8th at 11 o'clock.
That's Section 2 or Section 10? Oh, they might get a bye. There's a swing and a miss, so 2 strikeouts for Ben Norcross, and that'll bring up the top of the order for Bolton Scroon Lake. That's Kean Bresnahan. Kean had a nice single his first time up over the shortstop's head. So he's 1 for 1 today. I forgot to mention Jed Thone on doing all the program and pushing all the right buttons for us. We thank Jed for that. Woo, there's a curveball that didn't break. We got a lot of Yankee fans in the booth today. Joey LaFranca, Casey Rods.
Led the game off with an opposite field single.
Oh, there's another hard hit ball by Kean right at the center fielder. Nice catch. So it's a 1-2-3 inning as DJ Gagno makes a nice catch in center field. And we're going to head to the bottom of the second inning.
He even jumped to catch that, Steve.
Boy, that was hit right at him. I'm just glad he didn't take that first step in too quick because that would have been over his head. It was a well-hit ball by Kean Bresnahan. And after inning and a half to score, Bolton Scroon Lake 4, Shazy no score.
45 seconds. 1, go.
Okay, so we're back here, bottom of the second inning. Bolton Scroon Lake has a 4-0 lead over the Shazy Eagles, and Shazy will be coming up with their cleanup hitter, Matthew Parent. Matthew's the DH today, batting for the right fielder, Ben Dickerson. Andrew Pelkey threw just 8 pitches for Bolton Scroon Lake in the first inning, the southpaw. And here we go.
In the bottom of the second, number 19, Matthew Parent.
Matthew's a lefty. Matthew was an enforcer on the defensive side of things for the hockey team, and he swings and misses. He's not going to get cheated, I can guarantee that.
Yeah, he looks ready to...
He looks like John Kruk, the pitch. That one's right down Broadway for a strike, so it's quickly 0-2. And what I like about Pelkey, he works quick, and he loves to chuck. And there's a nice curveball. And Parent just got a piece of that one. So it stays 0-2. On deck for Shazy is Connor McCarthy, the second baseman. The pitch. Swung on and missed. He went high and tight, and Parent couldn't catch up to that one, so quickly one away here in the bottom of the second.
He even had the hairdo sort of like John Kruk.
Absolutely.
That was great.
Well, the great pitch location there. There was no way that Parent could get caught up with that pitch.
Like I said when we started, Pelkey, just one run, he's tough.
There's one inside, mixing it up well.
And with a week between games, you know, if Bolton Scroon Lake wins, he'll be on the mound next Saturday. And I started to say, yeah, they are playing next Saturday at 11 o'clock at St. Lawrence University against the Section 10 team.
The 1-1. That one's hit pretty well to center field. Back goes Ryder. He's got plenty of room here at Chip Cummings. Makes the catch. So there's 2 away. Ryder had plenty of room there, and he made the catch. So with 2 down, that'll bring up the catcher, Bruce Juno.
Is it too early to mention that he has a perfect game going?
Yeah. Yeah, after an inning and a half, you just jinxed him. He's at 15 pitches.
Well, we'll see.
There's one right straight back. That would have hit us, but we love the netting here.
I know last night I wish I'd brought a fishnet.
Boy, you would have caught a couple from up there.
Yeah.
It's a great view. Calvin put us inside today. He was worried about you 2 days in a row.
I know. He takes care of both of us. Or three of us, Jed, too.
There's a swing and miss.
I think Jed just told him he wasn't going upstairs no matter what, so that's what
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Andrew Pelkey looking for another 1-2-3 inning. He rocks. He fires. And that one's hit pretty well to right center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So the Eagles have their first hit of the ball game.
I jinxed him.
Yeah, you jinxed him. Dober brings it in. And there's the first hit for Bruce Juno.
I thought Dober had a chance on that. I thought he gave up a little bit early.
It was sinking pretty quick. And that'll bring up third baseman Preston Lauren. Preston Lauren is a senior for Shazy. Shazy, of course, to the 8 or 9, I think they're 8-time state champs or 9-time state champs in soccer. Joey would know that. I think they're 9-time champions, 9. Calvin told me. Was that a ball?
Yes,
Thank
way
you.
outside.
But they've had a real good baseball team. These kids have been together a few years, kind of like Northeastern Clinton's baseball team that won the Class B title last night. Jeff Norton, congrats to his team. They've worked hard the last few years to get to where they are. Well, Coach Norcross has had this group of kids for a few years in baseball.
Right. Yeah. Always easier when as you know, when your son's playing to get everything organized. Yeah, Norton, I see in the Northeasterns, that's their first sectional championship since 1980.
1980. Pitch is inside.
That was
3-0 count to Preston Lauren. Huh?
That was way before our time.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was just a little freshman, I think. Itty bitty. Pickoff attempt. Juno back. Three balls, no strikes. We got 2 outs. Juno on first base. Pelkey delivers. There's a strike. Lauren taken all the way there.
Good idea.
Tragan Kuhn on deck. The pitch. Fouled back. So Pelkey's battled back from a 3-0 count to make it full to Preston Lauren. Now I got another basketball coach in our booth. I think I teed up both of you guys.
Not me. I never ever earned.
I don't think I ever got Mr. Baker. He got me. All in fun though. We always met afterwards.
Exactly.
3-2, 2 outs. The pitch is high. The runner walks, so the throw does not need to be made. So there's a walk for Preston Lauren. So the Eagles have 2 base runners with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Tragan Kuhn, Gary.
You're right.
Now that is number 20, Tragan.
No, I don't think you ever teed me. You didn't have to. You called a pretty good game.
Well, except that one game when it was like a Knights of Columbus free throw contest.
I don't think you did that one.
Yeah, I did. Tragan Kuhn had a 182 batting average during the season. And he hits it to the third baseman.
Boy, I'd have just run over to third.
And a good job there by Baker.
Oh, barely.
Yeah,
he got him.
He'll take the fielder's choice, but he almost didn't get there in time.
And so I'm not sure if he did.
So that'll do it. A fielder's choice, as Baker thought better than throwing it across to Diamond. He retires Juno on the fielder's choice, so that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors on 17 pitches. Let's head to the top of the 3rd inning with the score. Bolton Screw Lake 4, Shazy no score.
Welcome back, Chip Cummings Field on your NFHS network. Gary Castine along with Steve Chris, Calvin Castine on the camera. And over here we have Jess Throne broadcasting the game for us also.
Is that Game of Thrones? No, Jed Throne. Thone. Game of Thrones.
Thone, okay.
Thone.
Changing every time.
Well, you know what? I'm sure you've been called worse.
Yes.
I've been called worse.
Top of the 3rd here. The Eagles down 4-0, Gary. Ben Norcross is going to have to string some goose eggs together and try to help get his Eagles back into this game.
Right.
4 runs in the first inning that Bolton Schroon Lake scored on him.
And he has the 2, 3, 4 hitters leading off. Dustin Ryder had
Bolton,
a hit his first time up. Pelkey had walked. And Bresnahan, the cleanup batter, got on by an error.
Bolton has 4 runs on 3 hits and no errors. Shazy, no runs, 1 hit. Check that. Yeah, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. That's if you're scoring at home. Well, why would you be doing that?
Well, even if you're not scoring, that's what it is.
Okay. So here's Ryder.
He's set.
In the top of the third, number 4, Dustin Ryder.
Got a ball.
It was a strike.
That was a strike?
Yes.
Wow.
I stand corrected. Again. Swung on and missed.
Can't blame him for swinging at that one after the first one was a strike. 0-2 count then. Of course, Schutz has a better idea right behind us. Got a ball. He's right there. If you want to be second guess, be an official, right?
That's right. If it was easy, anybody would do it.
Foul out of play. Back to our right. Count remains 1-2.
Please return all balls to your nearest dugout. 1-2 count on Dustin Ryder.
He's set. Pitch by Pelkey. Out center field. And we're in under. DJ Gagnon makes the catch. And we have 1 out in the top of the third. Norcross settling down after a shaky first inning.
Number 11, Andrew Pelkey.
Norcross, Gary has retired 5 in a row since a single to Baker. Did you know that? 5 in a row.
Right. Five in a row,
Yeah.
and he's gotten 6 outs because that was a double play ball.
That's correct. And that'll bring up Andrew Pelkey, their star pitcher and hitter.
Yep, he
For
walked his
Bolton.
first time up. As you said, he crowds that plate. But then he kind of steps back. That's ball.
2 balls.
2 ball count on Pelkey. The pitch, Norcross is high.
Norcross gives that little turn of the hips here prior to delivering, kind of like El Duque, but not as high of a leg kick.
Oh,
Little Louis Tiant.
no.
See that?
Yeah. We got a strike, 3-1.
Kind of turns his back to you. Shows you the 46 a little
Well,
bit.
that was, Louis Tiant.
Louis
was
Tiant.
really big on that.
Without the cigar. Look out.
And Pelkey with an on-base percentage of 1,000 picks up his second walk. A no-contact day so far for Pelkey.
Now batting number 3, Colin Bresnahan.
Bresnahan, clean-up hitter and the catcher. Got on an error first time. Got a little throw coming over by Norcross. Tyler Kuhn at first base.
Colin Bresnahan's a junior. And Kean's a
Yes.
junior. I wonder if they're twins.
I don't know. That one's high. We got a ball.
Yep. 1 down here. Top of the third. Norcross would love another double play. The
Taking off.
runner goes. Yep.
Pelkey taking off, lob throw, and he's in safely with a stolen base. Stolen base by Pelkey. And what was that pitch called?
I believe he swung and missed. Yep.
Okay, I was busy watching Pelkey take off.
You were amused. 1-1 count. Runner in scoring position now for Bolton.
Big hole right now on the right side. Oh, and the ball's thrown away, but backed up nicely by DJ Gagnon.
That was a good job by
No
Gagnon.
advanced. With Connor McCarthy trying to keep Pelkey close at second. That leaves a huge hole on the right side. Any little ground ball, Steve, we're going to get through there.
Be interesting to see how the bottom 5 of the batting order hits for Bolton Screw Lake.
Swing and a miss.
Because last time, that's where Norcross started to set him down a little bit. On deck is Craig Hooley. He K'd last time. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Colin Bresnahan.
That's outside. Taking a look down at the third base coach, getting his signs, steps back into batter's box. Norcross takes a look, he's set, delivers.
Oh, that's going to get us. It's going to be a souvenir. Look out!
There we go.
People were scrambling.
And screaming.
Yeah.
In the words of Tom Hanks, there's no screaming in baseball.
Or crying. Got some champion Cougars in attendance today. Some Northeastern Clinton fans. The Claudio brothers. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, pickoff attempt. Pelkey's plenty of time.
He had no chance to get him there. Bresnahan setting in.
Another foul ball.
Dips that shoulder, foul ball again off the right side.
Norcross up to 59 pitches.
59. Donnie Schutz is signaling for more baseballs.
We don't have them.
Got to run out. We have to have a timeout and go up to the field, pick some up. Norcross sets, delivers.
Swung on and missed.
Waves at it, and he is out for the second out.
4th strikeout for Ben Norcross today. And now it'll be interesting to see how
Craig Hooley, the first baseman, struck out his first time up. He took a ball in the first pitch. Pelkey trying to upset Norcross.
he fakes on.
Fakes. That's high. Again, except for the number 9 hitter, Emmer, everybody else has taken a pitch.
I take that back. The 6th hitter, Baker, did have a nice clean single to right. Remember, he's the one that swung on the 3-0 count.
Yes, he did. Yeah, but he still got the outs after that.
Yeah, it's nice to see, production up and down your lineup.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm sure Coach Norcross is aware of, their top hitters, as and vice versa. I'm sure Bolton Screw and Lake knows about his opponent.
They faced each other twice during the regular season.
Runner goes.
Taken off, not handled cleanly by the catcher, and he gets to steal a third base.
Pelkey's quick.
Now, any pass ball, error, whatever.
Exactly.
Bolton Screw Lake has another run.
Nice pitch.
Nice swing and a miss.
Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd.
Craig Hooley. Count evens at 2. Needs to make contact. Norcross, a big pitch batter right here. If he can get him out, a little bit outside, full count.
And then if you're the Shazy Eagles, you got to get something going offensively against Pelkey.
Yes, that's a tall order. Norcross set and his windup inside, but he swung.
Nice.
Hooley did him a favor. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. The score after 2.5 innings is Bolton Screw Lake 4 and the Eagles nothing. Just good job.
2, 1, go.
And we're back at Chip Cumming Field. Chip Cummings Field here for the Class D final between Shazy and Bolton Scroon Lake. Bolton with a 4-0 lead. They split during the regular season. Bolton winning 4-3 the first game. Shazy 1-0 in the other contest. Shazy, regular season winner. We talked about it earlier, Steve, and part of it too. They had a 6-2 record. They're 7-5 overall. They lost some games to Northeastern and Ticonderoga. So Shazy
They played a tough schedule out of conference.
Yes, definitely.
Northeastern and Ty have a good chance of being sectional champs. Ty is playing Lake Placid on Monday for the C Crown.
C Crown and
That's right
Northeastern
here at Chip Cummings.
Last night, Northeastern won the B Crown.
So Brian Norcross not afraid to play some tough teams.
That's what you do.
Bolton Scroon went 8-2 overall.
Right. Okay,
That's
swing.
DJ Gagne swung and missed.
DJ Gagne kind of bailed out on that.
Yeah.
Got a
Ninth hitter.
A lefty on lefty too, and Pelkey's not any slouch on the mound.
Look out.
You can see why he's kind of seems to be in fear a little bit, and I would probably be too.
Wow.
Other swing and a miss. One ball, two count.
Tough pitch to hit
two
there.
strikes, yes. Especially if your feet aren't set. DJ made a nice play out in center field earlier in the game. Is ready. Fires. He's out on strikes.
Top of the order now for the Eagles, Riley Hansen. He hit a deep fly ball his first time up,
Yes,
if I remember
he did.
correctly.
To left field, and Taylor Emmert made a really nice catch out
did.
there in left field.
He kept going back and back and back. It ended up being about a 325-foot fly ball. Would have been out of some parks,
Right.
like Lefty Wilson, maybe South Acres.
Yeah. Oh, Hansen
Fox
digs
Hill
in.
may have been out of Fox.
I think so.
Yeah, it would have been out of Fox.
Hansen. Again, Pelkey's pretty tough. When you watch the batters and their front foot backing
Did you
up.
see that curveball?
Oh, beautiful.
That was beautiful. That was like a 12-6 curve.
Best curveball I ever saw. I remember being up at Olympic Stadium, sitting behind a home plate.
Yeah.
And Jim Longborg was pitching for the Phillies.
Wow.
And boy, did that ball break. It was a beautiful game to watch and to see.
You know, I saw at the Big O, David Cohn. He had with the Yankees
Right,
when they
right.
played interleague.
Yeah.
I was sitting back there, and he was wearing. It was '98, the year that they won all those games.
Yeah.
And his curveball was incredible, David Cohn.
Right.
Wow. He was fun to watch.
Yes. Oh, I used to like going up to Montreal.
Yeah.
Well, they used to have, they didn't draw many fans, and they had a
Yeah,
lot
you
of
could get great tickets.
5-minute,
Yeah.
$5 tickets.
Yeah, hot
Sit
dog.
right on it.
The Chien Show, the hot dog. Chien Show.
I
Little
don't
French
know.
for you. La bière froide.
Yeah. The poutine.
Oui.
Swing and a miss.
Boy,
Hansen
Pelkey
down.
looks tough right now. And, you know, he's only at 34 pitches here in the third.
As a junior.
Now, number 46, Ben Norcross.
He could be in Las Vegas, Steve, because he's really dealing. I'll tell you
Yes,
that.
he is.
Norcross, he struck out his first time.
Wow.
Swing and a miss.
I'd like to put the clock on the radar gun on. It's got to be close to 80.
I think that's 4 strikeouts so far by Pelkey. So his
Yep, he's
defense
got
has been
4.
doing a job for him. That was probably outside.
And now, I mean, the Eagles are helping him a little bit, though,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
some of the pitches are out of the zone, and they're
Yes.
helping him a little bit.
Well, you know, sectional game. They're shook.
Yeah.
It's hard to gather yourself.
Well, and especially when you're down by 4, you're helping him a little bit.
Gets
Look at that one. Ooh, hit the post.
Post.
Sawed off a wire tie. You see that?
Exactly. Yes. Excellent.
Couldn't do that again if we tried. 0-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the third.
Pelkey delivers off-speed pitch.
Nice waste.
Yeah. And again, today's game, you can't really waste too many pitches because you're on a pitch count, but he's in good shape.
He's doing well. He's got 2 outs in the third at 38.
Swing
There
and a
you go.
miss. He's out of there. Pelkey strikes out the side.
Wow.
So Shazy Eagles go up and down with 3 batters. So after 3 innings, the score is Bolton Scroon Lake 4 and the Shazy Eagles 0.
66. 39-66. 50 seconds.
And
Go.
So we're back live here at the Chip Cummings Field, Plattsburgh State University. Scroon Lake, Bolton, or Bolton Scroon Lake, has a 4-0 lead on the Shazy Eagles, the Section 7 Class D championship game. And this one here is all about the 4 runs that Bolton Scroon Lake got in the top of the first inning and the pitching of Andrew Pelkey. Due up for Bolton Scroon Lake is the third baseman, Michael Baker. He's 1 for 1 today. Andrew Pelkey's given up just 1 hit. He's walked 1, struck out 5 for Bolton. Ben Norcross is still on the mound. The battle of the lefties today. Norcross is at 66 pitches. He's given up 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 5.
In the top of the 4th for Scroon Lake Bolton, number 9, Michael Baker.
And
He has a 6th, 7th, and 8th hitters, so he needs
Yep.
to.
Yeah, if you're Ben, you just got to, Ben Norcross, you just got to keep chucking here and keep it at 4 runs and hope your team can scratch and claw back into this.
Right, because after the first inning, top of the first, there's been no run scored. So we're
Yep.
moving along nicely here.
There's a ball. Again, our umpiring crew, Donnie Schutz behind the plate, Rick Smith, first base, and Dean Newhart settled in over behind third base. 3-man system employed here in the sectional play. The 2-0 pitch is popped up in the infield, and Kuhn makes the catch. So there's 1 away. Tragan Kuhn with the catch, and that'll bring up the right fielder, number 10, Marvin Dobert.
Right, you got 3 umpires here, and you run a basketball game for the playoffs, and they have 3.
Yeah.
A lot more action in baseball and in basketball
Oh my
than
goodness.
baseball.
Yeah. Well, I can remember that one's fouled off. I can remember when I'd been to the States in the 90s when we had 2-man
Yeah.
in basketball, and you're doing above the rim, and that was a challenge. That one's fouled right over our head here, the press box.
Well, you were rated number 1 referee, I think.
Yeah,
several years.
but it
You
was
did a
tough.
real good
It was
job.
tough though when you get down there and try to see every angle, and you were just hoping,
Yeah.
just hoping you got the obvious stuff because
Right.
it was tough.
Oh, jeez.
But you know,
gonna miss 'em.
on the subject of 3-man, you know, in basketball, sometimes it's tough by having that extra guy. You think you're
not
assuming
used to
that
it.
guy's going to call it, and then you end up not calling anything. And
Right.
but anyway, that was a nice pitch, curveball, called strike 3. So a nice job again by Ben Norcross. He's really pitched well since the first inning.
Dolbert is out on strikes.
Ethan Ferris is up.
34, Ethan Ferris.
Ethan 0 for 1 today.
He
Batting.
took a call first, third strike
Yeah.
his first time.
Batting in the 8th spot. Takes the ball.
Yeah, getting back to being at Montreal, I don't know
yeah.
if they'd ever have the fans. They say they will.
If they get the stadium downtown and they could make it work, but it comes down to whether or not they could get some type of removable roof, retractable.
I remember being there though, and then the people
it
in
2-0?
front of us, Steve. Here we are at the baseball game. I was watching the Yankees, and they're arguing about who was a better hockey player.
I know. Yeah. It's definitely a
Guy
hockey town.
Lafleur or Bobby Orr. And they're at the baseball game. I was just shaking my head. I go,
Squared a bunt, and it's a called strike as Ferris was trying to distract Norcross, but he takes a strike 3 and 1 count. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th for Norcross to pitch. Here's another strike. Yeah, definitely a hockey town. But, if they could get a stadium closer to like where the Bell Center is, baseball definitely would work in Montreal.
Be nice.
And there you go. Nice inning for Ben Norcross, just 13 pitches in the 4th inning. Let's head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score stays Bolton Screw Lake 4, Shazy nothing. Inning. Chip Cummings Field, the Section 7 Class D Championship. Steve Chris along with Gary Castine. Calvin Castine on camera and Jed Thone on the computer pushing the buttons for us. We appreciate everybody here, everybody for joining us out there. And Shazy down 4-0. They are going to need to get it going here offensively.
Number 18, McLean Dudiak.
McLean Dudiak, the left fielder, McLean's 0 for 1 today, batting third. Due up is Dudiak, Matthew Parent, and Connor McCarthy. And here's Andrew Pelkey, who's been cruising. First pitch is fouled straight back. Pelkey has thrown now 40 pitches through 3+. The
Averaging 13 pitches an inning is...
Screw Lake Bolton, 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Shazy, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. The 1 error was a big one because it scored 2 runs, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think they both came in, right?
The pitch is a ball high, curve ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. The winner moves on to state play to represent Section 7. The pitch. Ball. So far, we've crowned the Section 7 girls Class C champion in softball. That was Ticonderoga. The boys Class B champion in baseball, Northeastern Clinton. The girls Class B champion, Plattsburgh High School in softball. And there's a walk as Matthew Parent, or check that, McLean Dudiak reaches first base, and here's Matthew Parent.
It's a nice start for Shazy.
Yeah, they need some base runners.
They got the heart of the order right here.
Yeah, Pelkey pitched Parent inside his last at bat, and the big fella couldn't get his arms extended. There's a quick throw over.
Yeah, I think Shazy, but they have about probably 4 lefties.
And they got to lay off that inside pitch because Pelkey's jamming everybody, and they're swinging at it.
They're bailing out on it.
There's a ball high. Good eye there.
Yeah. Well, he was set right in there.
And you know, Andrew Pelkey's not going to throw strikes if you're going to swing at him.
No.
A lot of guys have been swinging at bad pitches. So if I'm Coach Norcross, tell him, take a strike. Don't swing at the bad ones. Look at that. That's the one right there. Now it's 2-0.
Right.
Be more disciplined at the plate, especially when you're down 4-0. I would almost tell my kids, take a strike.
Right.
You're not having much success at what you've been swinging at. There you go. Well, I mean...
Off-speed pitch.
Yeah, well, that was a better pitch to swing at.
That was a strike, definitely. And that's what Bolton Screw Lake has done, Steve.
They've been taking pitches in that first inning. Nobody was swinging.
Yeah.
But 2-1 count now. There you go.
There you go.
That was right over the plate. Line drive single for Matthew Parent. That's exactly how you get back in a ball game. Again, easier said than done sometimes.
Right.
But I don't know about you, but when Pelkey was striking them out, they weren't swinging the strikes.
No, some of them were definitely balls. And
here's Connor McCarthy. Connor McCarthy's also a standout goalie on the hockey team. He wears number 33. He's the second baseman.
Yeah.
And what did he do last night?
He flew out center field.
Yeah. Boy, it's a big opportunity for Shazy.
He took a pitch. He took a ball to start off. Of course, like that, you're going to be
Takes
taking
the ball. So maybe, Pelkey's only at 49 pitches, but maybe, you know what? Maybe Shazy needs to work him over a little bit.
Right, that's good. That's 10 pitches so far this inning.
Yeah.
39 starting the inning.
Be patient. Look at that.
0-2, yeah. Give him a chance to be wild.
Was that a strike?
No. That was a strike. Whoa.
Okay.
Ray Charles could have called that one.
That one's fouled. That's going to be close, but out of play. So now it's 1-2.
That's a lot different than a 2-1 count.
Sorry about that.
You know what I like too, Steve, about Parents at that ball that he hit? He was just swinging.
He's a big fella.
He just put the bat out to meet it, and he's strong. And then the speed of the pitch did the rest.
McCarthy in a hole here at 1-2 now. Oh, way back up the mound. It's a base hit. That was ripped to center field. They're going to score the run, the first run of the game for the Eagles. On a clean single, the center field Ryder gets it in, and Shazy's on the board. What a hit by McCarthy. Right back up, and Pelkey did a nice job of getting out of the way. Maybe he was a little upset about that one pitch inside. He ripped that one.
I don't know. We're going to have a little mound visit here.
So, boy, the Eagles are getting some... you know what? Maybe Coach Norcross got them together and said, guys, we got to be more disciplined at the plate. He's a good pitcher, but we're helping him.
Exactly.
So, first conference of the game for Screw Lake Bolton. You're allowed 3 or 4 before you have to do any pitching moves in high school. Right, Paul? Is it 3 or 4 conferences before you have to take a pitcher out? Excellent. So, Coach Andrikovic has his first.
Mark Andrikovic.
I like how they keep the helmet on in between innings, the coaches. Tracy, you have your own helmet, right? You wear? He does.
Well, you think back too, Steve, when Coach Norcross went out, they seemed to Shazy sat down after that.
Here's Bruce Juno, the catcher. It's a ball. Bruce is 1 for 1.
He had the first hit of the game.
Yes, he did. Because you jinxed the pitcher, remember?
Exactly.
It was all your fault.
Perfect game going, yeah.
Nobody out. First and second, 4-1. That's inside.
Shazy owes me for that, you know.
Was that a ball? No. So it's 1-1. I'm sorry, I have to start waiting for the call here. 1-1 count. There's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Andrew Pelkey getting hit a little bit here. Shazy's had 2 good line drives to center field, and the Eagles are getting back into this contest. 4-1. They still got a ways to go here, but some good plate discipline has produced some results. There's a pop-up in the infield. Should be an infield fly rule. First baseman doesn't catch it, but the batter's still out. The runners can advance on their own. So he's off the bag. But the batter's still out.
Doesn't matter. It's not because he was off the bag.
But the batter's out. Right, but the batter's out.
Yes, he's out. And the shortstop, Bresnahan, was arguing that he caught the ball before
but the batter's out.
The runner got there, but he didn't understand that he needed to tag him because infield fly rule, there's no force play.
Now batting, number 14, Preston Lawrence.
The batter's out because of the
infield fly rule.
Yeah.
And you know, that's a tough call for an umpire to make. That's probably one of their tougher calls because that ball wasn't real easy.
Was that a strike?
Yes. Swing and a miss, it had to be. I know how we can help ourselves, Steve. If we think it's a ball, we go, that's a ball. That's called a strike. And we're all set. Pass ball here, Steve.
He's going to be
out if he has it.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Oh.
That's a good play.
Cheesy gambling.
So what was the count?
Parent thrown out at the plate.
Count was 1-1.
Is that a 1-2-1 call, or is it just a 2-1? So the pitch
he's out 2-1.
I would say, right?
2-1.
That's the second out.
So Parent is out.
McCarthy moves on to third base.
He's out.
See, Pelkey got banged up
and
taking that throw at the plate. I was surprised that he did not have both hands on the ball in the glove. He just had his glove hand on. And Parent, what he had to be doing is kicking that glove.
Ball. So McCarthy's at third base. Parent is out. Caught. From 2-1.
Is that Garrett Morrow pinch hitting?
It's 3-1 now. I'm sorry?
Is this a pinch hitter?
Oh, we do have a pinch hitter.
Garrett Morrow? Or not?
So, no, the batter is...
Preston Lauren. I was looking at the wrong list, yeah.
Number 14, Preston Lauren.
Yes.
He walks him. So that'll bring up Tragan Kuhn.
That was a close pitch, taking that pitch.
Now batting, number 20, Tragan Kuhn.
two plays right in a row, Steve. You got that infield fly. That's kind of killed Shazy a little bit. We'll see what they can do, if they can still get through it. We had that infield fly, which was dropped. First baseman circling around. Ole didn't have a great read on it, and it fell, but he was out. And then a wild pass ball, and got to throw the runner out at third for the second out. So
Tragan Kuhn's the batter. Takes the ball.
two unconventional outs this inning for Shazy. Yeah, he hit to the third baseman the first time.
Pickoff at third.
He hit that grounder that the third baseman Baker kind of just easily trotted to third, trying to force out.
So it's 4-1.
Yep.
Parent got thrown out at home on the wild pitch.
Yeah, that was a nice play by
nice job by the catcher. There's a steal of second base. They didn't even try for him.
That
would be Lauren.
Defensive indifference.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be credited to the stolen base on that.
Here comes the pitch. Fouled back, straight.
Boy, I think that was a ball, but you never know what the strike zone is, you know? It's tough. Big batter here for Pelkey and Bolton Screw Lake. If they can get out of this with only one run, they'll be lucky.
Ball.
I call that a two-strike ball.
So Preston Lauren, what did he do again?
Preston Lauren got a walk. If that would have been a 3 balls, 1 strike, that would have been a strike count.
This one's hit back to the pitcher. He's got time. He throws, and he's got him. So a little bit of chaos for Andrew Pelkey in that inning for Bolton Screw Lake. But just 1 run for Shazy after all that. And we're going to head to the top of the 5th inning with the score. Bolton Screw Lake 4 and Shazy 1. You're watching the NFHS Network. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Chip Cummings Field on your NFHS Network. Gary Castine here, working alongside Steve Chris, Calvin on the camera, and Jed Throne here doing the computer work for us. We have a 4-1. I didn't really know what your title was, Jed. I knew we wouldn't be doing it if you weren't here, but I didn't know if they had any name for you. He's a techie.
How about
computer tech.
60?
So 4-1, Shazy's down, or Bolton Screw Lake is up.
Bolton in the top of the 5th. Number 20, Taylor Emmert.
Taylor Emmert, who struck out his first time up, the number 9 hitter. What was that first pitch, Steve?
A ball.
Ball.
And there's a swing and a miss.
Emmert is the only guy who has swung at the first pitch, I think, for them. For a strike.
What was that?
1-3.
1-3?
Yeah. 1-3.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Pitch swing and a miss, and he's out. That's his second strikeout of the day.
Nice.
Nice if you're going for Shazy. Bolton, if you're listening, it's too bad. Unfortunate play.
8 strikeouts.
He's firing top of the order. Kean Bresnahan. He's 1 for 2. Takes a strike. Again, Steve, these guys have all been taking that first pitch. You could almost tell that was going to be who's calling it? The third baseman gets that. Preston Lauren with the catch. So we have 2 quick outs here for Bolton in the 5th inning.
Now batting number 4.
Yeah, Ben Norcross has definitely settled in, Gary.
Oh, definitely. I said after that first inning, he's been right on. Dustin Ryder's
center
fielder, batting second. He's 1 for 2 also. He had a hit left center field his first time up, then flew out to center field.
Dustin, 1 for 2.
Yeah, and again, I've noticed, I haven't noticed anything else, but everybody playing straight away, all these batters. A little bit high.
Not too deep, which is good. You want to challenge him now.
Yes. Foul tip, evens the count.
So it was a wild and wacky bottom of the fourth, and Shazy got just 1 run. I'm sure they wanted more, but if anything, they made Pelkey work, and they got his pitch count up. So hopefully, if you're Shazy, there's a little looper, and it's caught by McCarthy. So another good inning.
Not many pitches again that inning, Steve.
He only threw, in that inning, like 9 pitches.
9 pitches. So after 4.5 innings, it's Bolton Scroon Lake 4 and Shazy 1.
Trailing Bolton Scroon Lake 4-1, Gary.
Yeah, DJ Gagno, number 9 hitter, will be leading off. He struck out the first time. And then we have the top of the order, Riley Hansen and Ben Norcross.
It's a big inning if you're Shazy, down 4-1. They had some stuff going last inning. They sent 6 batters to the plate.
Yeah.
The big play was the pickoff of Matthew Perrin at the plate when it bounced right back to the catcher.
Right. Catcher,
Here's Gagno.
Bresnahan had a nice throw.
Yep. Oh, what a bunt! But it's right to the third baseman.
And he throws to first. Baker to Holy, and we have 1 down.
Kind of bunted it a little hard.
Hansen.
A little hard, and Baker threw it to Hooley.
Top of the order, Riley Hansen, 0 for 2.
So good idea there, but the third baseman was charging immediately.
Way in, he gave himself up early. Again, we're talking kids.
Another
pop fly, right fielder calling it off. Dobert underneath.
Now Shazy's swinging at the first pitch again.
Right, you mentioned that last inning, Steve, and
they made Pelkey work, and they got runners on base.
Yeah, he got his pitch count up.
And here's pitcher Ben Norcross, who's really done a nice job. He's had 4 shutout innings since that first inning.
Yeah. Takes that first pitch. He almost went for it. It's hard to tell up here. Some that have looked like balls were called strikes, and that one looked like it could have been a strike as a ball. So, Pelkey back on the mound. Swing and a miss. Norcross battling. Gets contact. High fly ball out in right field. Dobert coming under it. 2 hands. He makes the catch.
I like to see that 2 hands.
That was very nice. So 3 up and 3 down for Shazy in the bottom of the 5th inning. So the score after 5 complete is Bolton Scroon Lake 4, Shazy 1.
So how do you put... So we're here in the top of the 6th inning.
Andrew Pelkey will lead off. The pitcher, he didn't throw too many pitches that last inning, Steve. 5 pitches.
And that's now, if you're Shazy, you were so disciplined in the previous inning.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you kind of, they tried the bunt. Right. And then the next batter swung at the first pitch. So now if you're Shazy, you're down to 2 innings to try to come back from a 4-1 deficit. And Ben Norcross still doing great since that first inning. He's at 88 pitches. He's still got a lot of room here to get the next 2 innings in. You can go to 120 now in the sectionals. So due up for the Bolton Screw Lake team is Andrew Pelkey, up 3-4-5. Pelkey, Colin Bresnahan, and Craig Hooley.
Leading off for Screw Lake Bolton in the top of the 6th, number 11, Andrew Pelkey.
And so they have not had a hit. None of those guys have had a hit against Norcross.
I think go figure.
3-4-5. Norcross has pitched him carefully twice. He's walked twice, but he's swinging right away. Returning the favor, I guess.
Right off the handle, and a nice job there by Kuhn, just grabbing it and touching up. So that'll bring up Colin Bresnahan.
Now batting number 3, Colin Bresnahan.
Bresnahan, like you said, Gary, 0 for 2 today.
He did score their 4th run. He got on an error in the first inning.
So, man, since that first inning, what a job by Ben Norcross, the lefty, the senior.
First innings, after the first 4 batters, he settled down, really. And even after the first 3, the 4th batter got on by an error. So, yeah, he's had a little hard luck for Shazy. But
that one's fouled away. Bolton Screw Lake 4. Shazy 1. Winner is the Section 7 Class D champ. There's a curveball that got some help on there as Colin, I should say. It's Colin Bresnahan. There's 2 of them. There's Kean and Colin.
Yeah, I don't think Bolton has had a base hit since the first inning.
Wow. Next pitch is outside.
I only have him for those 3 hits. Both teams with 3 hits.
4 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Bolton Screw Lake, and 1-3-1. There's a comebacker. Fielded by Norcross. He's going to flip it to his first baseman. And the play goes 1-3. 2 down. So great job by Ben Norcross in that first inning. Here's number 7, Craig Hooley. Hooley's 0 for 2 today.
Yes,
2
strikeouts. Yeah. Non-contact day.
Yes. That's not good when you have a non-contact day.
Exactly.
Pitch
Unless it's all
outside.
walks.
Yes.
Unless it's all walks, and it's not too bad. Your on base is good.
Pitch. That's right down Broadway.
Yeah, Pelkey first pitch swinging. That's only the second batter for Bolton Screw Lake all day that took a swing on the first pitch.
Pitch. That one's hit off the handle, the shortstop. Hanson charges, throws. Got him. Nice play. Another 1-2-3 inning for Shazy and Ben Norcross. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th inning with the score. Bolton Screw Lake 4, Shazy 1. So we're down to the bottom of the 6th inning. Shazy has 2 more at-bats to rally from a 4-1 deficit. And Andrew Pelkey had a little bit of, he wiggled in and out of trouble in the 4th inning. It's the only inning that Shazy could muster anything. And he's at 73 pitches.
Right, you said that.
He's going to face McLean Dudiak.
Dudiak has scored the only run for Shazy's. He took a pitch last
he tried
time.
to check his swing, and he hits one to first base, and he's out. So, an excuse me swing, but he's retired as Hooley touches up. So that's a big out to start the bottom of the 6th, and that'll bring up Matthew Parent.
Number 19, Matthew Parent.
Matthew singled his last time up. He had a nice, smooth swing.
Yes, he just covered that plate.
Boy, and if you're Shazy, you got to try to take some pitches here.
Yeah. And I was thinking that they probably were swinging away again. I was thinking they were going to, Steve, because in the 4th inning, Dudiak had led off, and that's when they started taking the pitches, like you said it. You said that was a wild inning for Bolton Screw Lake. Well, it was wild, and the Wildcat pitcher gained control.
There's a ball. So 1-1 count. The 1-1. That one's hit pretty well to left center field, back, and it's caught by the left fielder, Emmert.
Taylor Emmert's made 2 nice plays out there.
2 down.
It looked like it was, at first it was over his head, but then you could see him just starting to glide.
He was shading to left center field, Gary, and he would nonchalantly went over and said, I got it.
Yeah, and I thought that ball was going to curve back around, but it didn't.
Well, when he first left the Parents' bat, I thought he had the gap.
Yes, it did look that way. Well, McCarthy at least took a pitch.
2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
McCarthy with a hit to right center last time up.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Not a good situation.
There's some geese flying over. Way inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 4-1 Bolton Screw Lake. Section 7 Class D championship game. Down to the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll do it. Nice inning again. Just 8 pitches that inning for Andrew Pelkey. And we got an inning left with the score. Bolton Screw Lake 4, Shazy 1. You're watching the NFHS Network. They'd have to go.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Welcome back to your NFHS network here at Chip Cummings Field in Plattsburgh. We're in the 7th inning of the Class D sectional Section 7 final between Bolton Screw Lake and Shazy. They split during the regular season. Bolton, the number 2 seed, is ahead 4-1 against the number 1 seed, Shazy. Brian Norcross has been dealing. He's retired, Steve, his last 11 batters.
Benny?
Ben, yes.
There's a strike.
Top of the little 7.
Strike.
Number 9, Michael Baker.
Yeah,
Here's Michael Baker. He's 1 for 2. There's a little tapper. Ben is going to tag the runner himself, the batter runner, Michael Baker. So there's another quick out.
He tried to do that last inning, but then he finally threw it to first base when Bresnahan was up. So Marvin Dobert, the right fielder, is up.
Marvin Dobert.
He's 0 for 2.
Marvin is 0 for 2 today. There's another one.
Another one.
What's he going to do now?
I think Norcross is trying to save his pitch count.
I think he's trying to beef up his stats. Another unassisted putout.
If I was Tyler Kuhn, I'd be thinking he doesn't have much faith in me to catch that ball at first base.
I think I'd start running the other way. Stop and run back to
I think he could sit down probably.
swung on and missed. So 2 outs here quickly in the top of the 7th inning.
Yeah.
I think Ben wants to hurry up and get back in there and rally.
I guess so. If ball could be hit to him and he would
There's the old Ephus.
make it, the old Ephus pitch, he would tie a record of 3
Now if
unassisted
he can get
putouts
one
at
more,
first
he may
base.
set a record.
Well, he could, I would say, tie it. I don't
And we'd
think
have it on tape.
it'd be worth a lot of money.
There's a ball.
Ferris has struck out first time looking, second time swinging.
This is Ethan Ferris. Ethan is a freshman, the batter.
Norcross wheels to Ferris. Not the Ferris wheel, but
Ferris
the wheel
wheel,
to Ferris.
Ferris Bueller.
And he
3-1 count. Foul back, just missed the netting.
Norcross with 13 straight, but still down 4-1.
That may have went on Honest Ed's auto junkyard, that ball,
Maybe.
towards the pet cemetery. Pitch, and he walked him.
Not yet. Yes.
That was 4.
Okay.
That may have been the first base runner in a while. Since the 3rd inning.
Yes. Pelkey had a walk in the 3rd inning.
Wow, first
time.
base runner since the 3rd inning I have.
Now batting, number 20.
Again. Bolton Scroon Lake with 4 runs on 3 hits.
Here's Taylor Emmert. He's made 2 nice catches
1
today.
error. Oh, definitely.
No hits.
Number 9 hitter.
So he hasn't given up a hit since the 1st inning.
Exactly, yeah. Yep. I had mentioned that earlier. Emmert also with 2 strikeouts on the day.
Just 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. He's walked 3. Ball.
Throwing a lot of off-speed stuff right now.
And I was told Tracy Rotz did say that it's 125 in the sectionals. I think I said 120 because the Crowley kid from Peru threw 120 the other night. So it just felt like a nice round number. And during the league, what is it? 105 during the league for National Federation rules, and it's 125 sectionals for pitch counts. The pitch.
Yeah, I thought Coach Norcross had told me 123, but it must have been 125 before the game.
3-0 count, so Norcross.
Kind of losing the play.
There we go. Yeah. I think my kids have been playing with my watch. I got Buzz Lightyear
might
on
be
it.
taken again here, 3-1.
There you go.
Little pop to first base. So no damage done in the top of the 7th. For Bolton Scroon Lake, no runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, it's Bolton Scroon Lake 4 and the Shazy Eagles 1. Okay, we are back on for the bottom of the 7th inning. Shazy needs 3 to tie, 4 to win. Andrew Pelkey's been dealing. He'll be facing Bruce Juno, Preston Lauren, and Tregan Kuhn. That's who's scheduled up for Shazy.
Yeah.
I'd imagine who that's going to be. Both teams only have 3 hits. Shazy has left 4 runners on base. Scroon Lake only has left 2 runners on base.
The Eagles have a 2-man bench. A youngster, Kagan Kluke, he's a good young hitter, but I believe he's only in like 8th grade. And Josh Lamoureux. But it's going to be up to the 6, 7, 8, 9 positions, Gary.
Yes.
If Shazy wants to continue.
Yeah, and Bruce Juno does have,
Yeah.
actually, he has 1 hit. If it wasn't for runners on first and second, Steve, he'd have 2 hits. He's the one that had that ball. Nice play at third base, lobs it over, and a good stretch at first base.
Yep.
Baker to Hooley, and we have 1 down.
Again, swinging at the first pitch when you're down by 3 runs. I'm not sure if I agree with that. I'd be taking a strike.
No, I don't think so either.
I'd be making Pelkey throw. He's only at 82 pitches and
Yep.
swinging at the first pitch. But again,
Preston Lauren
how's
has
Preston doing
walked.
today?
He's
2
walked
walks.
twice. He's
Now,
taken
he's
the
taking
first
a
pitch. Yep. He's taken the first pitch, I think, all 3 times. He took a ball, and Pelkey's gotten a strike the last 2 times.
Shirts and t-shirts.
A little outside, 1-1 to count.
Bolton
1
Scroon
down.
Lake, 2 outs away.
Kuhn on deck. DJ Gagne, the 9th man in a hole.
Now batting number 14, Preston Lauren.
Waves at that one.
1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pressure mounts here for Shazy. Little heater. Oh! Called
2 down.
Strike, 2 down.
Bolton Scroon Lake and 1 out away from the title.
Last night,
Section 7 championship gear is on sale behind the third base dugout at the table if you're looking for t-shirts or sweatshirts. From Section 7, stop by the table behind the third base dugout.
Kuhn steps in. Last night, Steve, the number 2 Cougars defeated the number 1 Indians. And here today,
Tregan Kuhn.
the number 2 Bolton Scroon is ahead of the number 1 Eagles. I think that score is 8-5, a 3-run game, and we've got a 3-run game here again today.
You are correct. So Kuhn has a 2-0 count, trying to keep the Shazy season going here.
Right, he's going. I would imagine he's going to be taken all the way, hoping that.
3-0.
Oh, I thought that might be called a strike. but
On
not
deck
at
is
all.
number 4, DJ Gagne.
Number 9 hitter.
Yeah, green light here.
If he hits swings,
He
at
swings
this,
here, swears to bunt fakes, and there's a nut, and he threw a curveball.
If he swings at that one, I'd be saying the eagle has landed.
So
3 and
3-1. There's ball 4. So Tregan Kuhn works a walk, and that'll bring up DJ Gagne, Gary.
Right, number 9 hitter.
Top of the order on deck. Can the Eagles get to the top of their order?
They need to. DJ Gagne struck out in the 3rd inning.
Batting number 4.
Boy, if I
Rounded
remember
to third
right,
base.
Gagne was swinging away there before. He's got to be patient
Yes,
here.
he last time
and
up
he
he swung at the
swings.
first and he swung again.
I
I
just
guess
can't
that's the
understand
pitch
that.
I don't know. It's number 9 hitter. They're high school kids. He's a freshman.
I know, but you got to take a pitch.
Obviously, he's
Down to the last
a
strike.
little nervous.
But I just, I would be telling I would even call a timeout there and say don't.
Bring him down. Yeah, call him, talk to him before he comes up.
But now you're in a 2-strike hole.
Doesn't look good.
Look out.
He should have stood right in and taken one for the team, especially with 2 strikes. That's
What's
what
the
I'd
saying?
be
We have ice.
doing. They have ice around here. Right?
1 and 2 count. Yeah, and Pelkey throws pretty hard.
You got ice in the.
Now, if you're Andrew Pelkey, I
Couple
just
subs.
think if you throw a strike here,
Exactly.
you're going to be okay.
Exactly.
2-2 count. Can Gagne do it? Can he get on to get to the top of the Eagle order? Down to their last strike. And that's it.
And that's it.
Bolton Scroon Lake wins the Class D Section 7 championship.
For the Eagles, they had no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left. Number 1 seed Shazy Eagles had a nice season, but they go down in defeat to Bolton Scroon Lake by a final score of 4-1. We'll stay right here on the field. Tough game for Shazy. Again, they left 5 men on base. Bolton Scroon Lake only had 2 men left on base. Only 6 hits in the game, Steve. So it was a well-pitched game. I thought it would be. I thought the game would move along fairly quickly. It's only probably an hour and 25-minute game.
You know, Gary, it came down to 1 inning, really, for Bolton Scroon Lake. Well pitched by both kids. Andrew Pelkey was just a little better than Ben Norcross today. Ben had 1 bad inning. 2 earned runs because of the error against the Eagles. Andrew Pelkey gave up just 3 hits, 4 walks. He struck out 8. Ben Norcross, again, just 3 hits as well, 4 runs, 2 earned. He walked 3 and struck out 8 himself. Andrew Pelkey threw 96 pitches. Ben threw 111.
111, wow. Yeah, that was...
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to...
And remember, for Scroon Lake, Michael Baker had that 2 RBIs.
Presenting awards are the Section 7 baseball coordinator, Mr. Jim Manchester, and the Section 7 executive director,
The app's nice.
Wallentuck.
The app is
We're
nice.
ask for team captains from Shazy to come up and accept the runner-up certificates, please.
And then again, too, Steve, that Michael Baker, that was the last hit that Bolton had right there in the first inning.
Good season for Shazy.
Yeah, but it's
Now
never...
we're going to award the
Great season.
Never good enough.
Yeah, it's tough when you lose the final.
That's
Exactly.
going to Scroon Lake Bolton's number 11, Andrew Pelkey.
He's a heck of a player,
Andrew
Andrew Pelkey.
Pelkey, only a junior. He'll be back to torment the league again next year. Also on the basketball court as well.
From Scroon Lake Bolton to come up and accept the Section 7 Class D championship award.
Captains are Craig Hooley.
Will now play Lisbon at St. Lawrence University on June 8th at 11 a.m. Congratulations to both teams on a well-played.
So now the Scroon Lake Bolton team will get their team photo and their state or their section championship banner.
Right. Again, they'll be playing the winner of the Section 10 winner, whoever that is.
It was Hewelton, I believe.
That's what Jim Manchester
Was it Hewelton or Lisbon?
said. They're playing Lisbon. He just came up.
Lisbon.
Oh, it was Lisbon?
So they're playing Lisbon at St. Lawrence University.
Okay.
So
Well, good luck to Bolton Scroon Lake. Hope they represent.
they'll be a
Section
very
7 well.
fine representative.
Yes, they will, because week
pitching.
off, Pelkey is able to pitch again.
He's a good pitcher.
Yep. Okay,
right.
I guess we're wrapping that up here today on your NFHS network. Gary.
Oh, good.
I think you're already done.
Okay. I was just going to give